Real Madrid, the home side, lining up in a 4-2-2 formation by the looks of things. Andriy Lunin steps in for the injured Thibaut Courtois. It's the second game he'll miss. Carvajal right back, Mendy left back, Tchouaméni and Rudiger as the centre-back partnership, with Valverde and Bellingham outside of Modric and Camavinga. Modric coming in for Rodrigo in this match, and you wonder if Bellingham then gets a little bit more freedom with Camavinga and Modric behind him, perhaps Valverde going out wide as well, and of course Mbappe and Vinicius up front, arguably the best front two players in all of Europe. On the bench for Real Madrid, goalkeepers Gonzalez and Mestre, defenders Militao, Garcia, Ramon, Vallejo and Vazquez, midfielders Ceballos, Gula and forwards Rodrigo and Endrick. Very stacked team for Real Madrid. The visitors Villarreal, they come here with quite a lot of injuries unfortunately for them, but in goal it is Diego Conde, a back four of Cardona, Albiol who comes back in just a week after his concussion, Costa and Kiko Femenia, midfield four of Baena, Parejo, Gueye and Comasana, and a front two of Pepe and Barry. Pepe starting up front with the absence of Perez, their top scorer. 6 goals in La Liga this season for Ayoze Perez, signed for £3 million from Real Betis and outscoring Kylian Mbappe in the competition so far. Modric over to take, right-footed out-swinging, plays it short to Bellingham, who leaves it for Valverde. It's a smart routine. Valverde shoots from range, and it's a fantastic goal! Real Madrid lead by 1-0. A sweet corner routine has caught Villarreal out. They were expecting to deal with a cross into the box, but instead they played it short. Bellingham ran over the ball. Valverde controlled it and absolutely smashed it into the bottom corner from 25 yards out. And the home crowd loved that one. Federico Valverde may have already put an end to Villarreal's hopes of an upset here. It looked like it took a deflection, and I think it may have taken one off the sliding Alex Baena. It did. That made it really hard for Conde. It's their first real chance of the game. Valverde smashed it from range. It didn't really change the direction, but it changed the trajectory and made it bounce awkwardly in front of Conde. It was still powerfully struck into the corner. Raul Albiol into Dani Parejo. Parejo turns in midfield, plays it out wide to the right-hand side for Pepe. Nicolas Pepe onto his left, back across to Dani Parejo. Switches the play, finding Cardona. It's a lovely pass. Cardona skips forwards, gets past Modric. Now Carvajal forces him wide. Alex Baena on the ball, looking to cross it in. Does cross it in, headed towards goal and off the crossbar. Villarreal almost respond instantly. Pepe hits the bar with a header. So close. Alex Baena with a wonderful delivery in again. He has got one of the sweetest crosses in European football. He's already on 5 assists in La Liga. Absolutely fantastic. Dani Parejo still. Villarreal building some nice possession here. Raul Albiol finds Kiko Femenia on the right wing. Another chance for a cross, but it's only Barry in the middle. Finds Comasana. Back to Pepe. Puts in the cross towards Barry, headed away by Tchouaméni. Baena takes the touch, 30 yards from goal. Shapes up to shoot and then dummies it. Plays it across to Kiko. Now Comasana on the right-hand side. Steps in field and plays the pass all the way back to Cardona, who's stretching to keep it in play. And slides into Carlo Ancelotti trying to do so. He'll go out of play for a Real Madrid throw. Parejo. Back to Raul Albiol. Albiol chips it forwards, looking for Comasana, who's being pulled and shoved by Rudiger. Still manages to pass it, Comasana. The referee has not given anything there. No foul on Comasana. Baena's furious with the ref. Now Vinicius coming down the line. Gets past Kiko Femenia. Sits him down on the floor. Lovely skill from Vinicius across the 6-yard box. Hooked away by Logan Costa, who defended very well. And then Raul Albiol hooked it away. Pap Gueye now comes forward for Villarreal. He goes down under the challenge of Carvajal. Real Madrid are now ramping things up. That was sensational footwork from Vinicius on the left-hand side. Kiko Femenia is having to defend him again. Vinicius gets past Kiko again. Across the 6-yard box, flapped away by Diego Conde. And now Vinicius Jr. is ramping things up. Wow, nearing 300 appearances for the club and still got that youthful exuberance. Only 24. Vinicius Jr. and absolutely sent Kiko Femenia to the floor. Not once but twice. with that one little passage of play. And he played it across the 6-yard box. If not for Logan Costa, who was sliding in to make the block, that would have been 2-0 to Comasana. Back to Real Albiol, who's chasing here against Mbappe, and Mbappe's got the pace on him, and Real Albiol just about makes it. Had a big head start, but there's a big pace offset there. As Cardona comes down the left-hand side, swings a ambitious pass forwards, looking for the run of Santi Comasana. Villarreal are slightly out of position here, and Real Madrid are coming forwards quickly. It's Mbappe running down the left wing, getting at Kiko Femenia, who's on a booking, remember. Mbappe onto his right foot, opens up for the shot, blocked by Kiko. Comes back to Mbappe, finds Valverde, lays it off for Bellingham, who strikes from outside the box just past the post. Coming close to his first goal in La Liga this season, Jude Bellingham. Mbappe cut inside, tried to shoot towards the near post, blocked by Femenia. And then it was laid on a plate for Bellingham, 20 yards from goal. Wrapped his foot round it a little bit too much, and it went past the post. Because Pepe is out there to take it. Left-footed in, swinging. Looking for Raul Albiol, who's right on the goalkeeper. Cross is poor though, and hooked away by the first man, Camavinga. Mbappe now running down the left wing. He's got Vinicius in support. Valverde barrelling forwards on the right-hand side as well. Vinicius 1-2 with Mbappe. Mbappe through on goal. Mbappe round Diego Conde. And back on the line is Sergi Cardona. Mbappe put the ball past Conde, but the other side of the goalkeeper, and then tried to run round the left-hand side whilst the ball went round the right. And fortunately for Villarreal, Sergi Cardona was back there and able to clear just before Mbappe latched back onto it. Frightening pace from Real Madrid. Frightening. Real Madrid can play forwards again, but he's got a tough gig, Tierno Barry. 21 years old, and he's up front solo against Rudiger and Tchouaméni at the Bernabeu with barely any service. He's got to make it all for himself. And bless him, the boy. Come from Basel in the summer, playing in the Swiss League, to playing here at the Bernabeu against a full-strength Real Madrid side, vying for the lead in La Liga. If he gets a goal tonight, it'll be quite something, because the service he's had so far is little to none, to be honest. Not much either way, but there we go. That's the end of the first half. And courtesy of a Valverde deflected strike from range, Real Madrid will go into the break with a lead. Pepe hit the bar with a header just 1 minute later. And then the game was fairly even from then on in, to be honest. Neither side really dominating. Good away performance from Villarreal so far. Commentary will resume in just under 15 minutes time. Don't go anywhere. It's Real Madrid 1, Villarreal 0. Hello and welcome back to coverage of Real Madrid versus Villarreal. It's second versus third in La Liga. And a first half which saw Real Madrid, the holders, take a 1-0 lead courtesy of a Valverde strike from range. Yes, it was deflected off Alex Baena. It was a good strike nevertheless. But you know, Villarreal have held in there. It's a decent performance from them. They've not let the goal change their game plan very much, and they're still very much in this game. Tchouaméni wide to Carvajal on the right-hand side, just inside the Villarreal half. Now Modric lets it run through to Mbappe. Lovely 1-2 between those two. It's fantastic. Sweeps it towards Bellingham in the box. Goes down. Raul Albiol just blocks him off. He says, no, mate, you're not coming through. And Raul Albiol shuts down the run of Bellingham. Running into the box. Raul Albiol, no eyes on the ball at all. Just slammed straight into Jude Bellingham. Now that's old school defending. Gets away with it. And the ball is hooked clear. My word. Real thought they had a penalty there. Camavinga in midfield, loses it out to Barry, and Barry's hungry for this. Running forwards, he's got Pepe in support. Alex Baena on the left as well. Barry tries to switch it to Baena and smashes it against his own player. Out for a throw-in. Oh, that was slightly embarrassing. Logan Costa. Cape Verde international, signed for 15 million from Toulouse. And hacks a wild pass, way out of play. Marcelino with his hands together, praying that Costa won't do that again. I mean, he's just smashed the ball straight out of play. They had possession, Villarreal, and it's precious for them. Some time where they don't have to be on alert, especially those in the defence. And Logan Costa absolutely smashes the ball out of play. I don't even know what he's looking for there, to be honest. It's such a shocking pass. It's about 20 yards from the nearest Villarreal player. Got to do a lot better than that. And interestingly enough, despite scoring 4 times in each of their last 2 games against Villarreal, Real Madrid have only won 1 of their last 6 La Liga games against the Yellow Submarine. As Real Madrid come forwards here, find Vinicius on the edge of the box. Touch out of his feet, smashes towards goal, and that's fantastic. And there's the winner for Real Madrid, almost certainly. What a fantastic goal from Vinicius Jr. And that chance came out of absolutely nowhere. But Vinicius Jr., a player of such quality, can bring out a goal like that whenever he wants. 20 yards out, right-footed, smashed into the top corner. And the Bernabeu can feel relieved. Villarreal were just creeping back into the match. 1-0 was always going to be dangerous. And Vinicius just takes a touch out of his feet and smashes it into the top corner. The substitute, Eric Gueye, will be disappointed with that. Came on to replace Raul Albiol. And he's not closed Vinicius Jr. down at all. There's nothing Conde could do more about that. Absolutely thumped into the top corner from Vinicius Jr. And that's the thing about this boy. He's not just got skills and pace. He can provide a finish like that. And in the 73rd minute, he gives Real Madrid a 2-0 lead. And surely Villarreal can't come back from this. Akhomach, the Moroccan, down the right wing for Villarreal, plays in field towards the substitute Terats, lines up a shot, deflected off Tchouaméni. Played back out wide right to Kiko Femeni, crossed in across the 6-yard box! Gueye has somehow missed Yeremy Pino's header from the back post. I'm not sure how that's not ended up in the goal. And Kiko Femeni swung in a beautiful cross. I think Eder Militao got a tiny touch on the ball, which must have confused Yeremy Pino, who's was set up ready for the header. The ball still came off the head of the substitute Pino, but it flashed across the 6-yard box, and Gueye was then unable to poke it home from the back post. Played out wide to Ilias Akhomach on the right-hand side. Chance here for Villarreal to get the ball in. Akhomach, lovely piece of skill. Nutmegs Ferland-Mendy across the 6-yard box and wide from Barry. Wants the corner kick. Goal kick given. Wonderful skill from Ilias Akhomach. Little flip-flap skill move here to Nutmeg Ferland-Mendy. Whoa, that is fantastic from Akhomach. Across the 6-yard box. Barry went to stab it home, and Eder Militao, with a slightly blunderous challenge, just about put him off. Within the rules of the game, bit of body contact, no foul. And Real Madrid here going to be extending their longest unbeaten run in La Liga up to 41 games as Villarreal come forwards, chipping the ball out wide left to Juan Bernat. Touches poor though, and Arda Güler recovers for Real Madrid, tries to play it down the line. Güler comes off Juan Bernat. Goal kick Real Madrid. Ushering some more instructions. There's going to be a substitution here for Real Madrid. And off comes Luka Modric, who's been fantastic yet again. 39 years old. Came in today, starting instead of Rodrigo. And absolutely fantastic. Playing out of tight areas time after time. Setting them up on the attack. Got the assist for the first goal. Won the ball for their second goal. And another stunning display from their Croatian magician in midfield. 547 games now for Real Madrid. And plenty more still to come this season for Luka Modric. Not a nice way to see the game end with an injury like that to Dani Carvajal. I think he's hyperextended his right knee. He did swing to do a big clearance, and Yeremy Pino got there first. And when you don't make the contact with the ball on a clearance like that, where you put your full force behind it, you do run the risk of hyperextending your knee, because your body's expecting the contact with the ball, and when it doesn't get it, the knee joint can go. So hopefully nothing too serious for Dani Carvajal. They've got Lucas Vazquez as cover, Real Madrid, but obviously not ideal to lose their first choice right back in what could be his last season here at the club. Let's hope it's nothing serious, but by the way he's looking right now, it could be a season-ending injury for Dani Carvajal. Villarreal in possession right here, and the referee just blows the whistle early. Everyone wanted that to happen, and Real Madrid romp onto a 2-0 victory at home at the Bernabeu. a fairly solid performance from them. They'll still want more from their key men, Mbappe and Vinicius. But when it mattered, Vinicius did pop up with a moment of absolute magic. The second goal was fantastic. Smashed it into the top corner, post and in from outside the penalty area. And that was the only real action of the second half. In the first 45, Valverde gave them a lead via the deflected long shot. Modric, clever assist. Pepe hit the bar for Villarreal. And other than that, they offered very little in terms of a goal-scoring threat. That's all we've got time for here at the Bernabeu. As we end things, it's Real Madrid 2, Villarreal 0.